Guys, different kind of video today. I wanted to cover the new NFT project by Logan Paul. He's going to have a project which he mentioned in his Impulsive podcast recently, which is going to launch on September 1st, I think.
I think there needs to be a fresh take, and this project that I have is that fresh take. September 1st, CryptoZoo.co. I'm going to tease it. That's all I'm going to say about it now.
Here's the thing. Logan Paul launched a cryptocurrency before, at least promoted that. I don't think he launched it, but he was involved with it, which was pretty much like Save the Kids, like a scam token. It was called DinkDoink. The account for DinkDoink is already suspended from Twitter. It doesn't exist any longer. And this is what it was about.
DinkDoink, you're my favorite coin. Why don't you take my little sister to the prom? Don't doink.
Imagine like South Park episodes in shorts, like 2 minutes long, with different content creators as characters, and that was DinkDoink. Yeah, DinkDoink was a scam, I think. Like, they wouldn't be suspended off of Twitter if it wouldn't be a scam. I don't want to flex, but I put in, I think, $50 into DinkDoink at some point, and I lost all my $50. I think I sold it then for like 3, because it crashed that hard in value. Yeah, DinkDoink, that was a scam. Like, even Graham Stephan made a video about that, how terrible that is, but let's just pretend DinkDoink never happened, it was an accident, and he didn't even mean to promote it, right? So we close those tabs, DinkDoink never happened, didn't exist. Now here's the next thing gonna launch, which you just mentioned, CryptoZoo. I searched for CryptoZoo as well as the cryptocurrency, nobody made a video. Literally nobody. The other CryptoZoo that is down here is CryptoZoo the movie, which, tell me what is that? Like, I don't want to swear on this, but what the f is that? Besides that, there's also CryptoZoon, which is some other crypto stuff. There are many crypto things that have a very similar name, but for CryptoZoo itself, for whatever Logan Paul is going to launch, there is no content out yet, besides the official site. The official site looks like this. It's like a giant egg that is about to hatch. On September 1st, when we use the currency, we can buy the NFTs or mint them for a 10% discount of those base eggs. I assume you're gonna buy the eggs for like a week or two, and eventually they're going to hatch. Right now, I think in Crypto Beasts, I think it was Crypto Beasts. Yep, them over here. Their eggs are hatching, and I think they sell the eggs for quite a lot of ETH on OpenSea at the moment. The ones that didn't hatch are still pretty expensive with like $600 each. They have 1.6k ETH in volume traded. So this one is a legit project, which then gets me to wonder, is this one going to be the same thing? Because CryptoZoo, Crypto Beast, same idea. It's an egg, it hatches into something. So here comes all the other stuff into play where we look at their social media. They already get the tag on Instagram, followed by Logan Paul. They get CryptoZoo.co on Twitter, followed by Logan Paul as well. And I think it's going to be the following idea. You hatch a pet, or like an animal of any sort or kind. I don't have the information yet on how many there are going to be, but let's just pretend there would be 100 animals. And then you can breed those animals to create new animals in real life. Like, imagine you just merge their face. Like, it's a duck, it's a dog, duck, dog. You have an animal and a kitten, now it's a litten. That's just a Pokemon. That's literally, really, the name you choose for that is just a Pokemon. That one. All right, lawsuit incoming. They also mentioned the yield, 18,000 zoo per day. I assume that all those NFTs are going to be stakeable, or at least you can stake them, which means you get 18,000 zoo every single day. Right now, if we look at PooCoin for the activity, it's 0.04 cents, which means we just use this times 18,000, our yield per day. Minting one of those NFTs is going to grant you $7.56 as of right now every single day. And if the price of this increases because it's really early, this might be $10 a day, might be 20, might be 100. But there are two things right now that I'm worried about. Number one is, what if they don't even have the rights to use this image? Because all you gotta do in here is you take the image of a lion and a kitten that kind of look into the same direction, go into Photoshop, select the face of the kitten and click on merge. There's really a button that just merges those two together. This doesn't seem like anybody put in much effort. Like, I'm not kidding, I think I can do this within less than a minute. There we go. Looks terrible, right? Looks scuffed. But it's like you have a kitten and you have a lion. Imagine this would look better. I would say if you know how to do it and you know the workflow, this takes like 2 minutes to make. So I wonder, when you mentioned in here that there's an entire team working on this for the past 6 months, I actually wonder like how much effort they put into that. Because it feels like you can create all of this within like a day easily. I don't want to discredit the project before it's out yet, but this seems pretty easy. It tells us collect and breed exotic animals, hybrids that yield zoo on the blockchain. So I guess because he also mentioned Pokemon, he liked Pokemon, that we have X amount of animals in total as well as X amount of breeds, and we can collect all of them. And if you collect them all, you maybe get a bonus, you maybe get more, which would just be you spend money to buy the currency, then you create that to yield, and after X amount of time you make money. Isn't it just a pyramid scheme? I mean, obviously that's true for every play to earn game out there ever, but so far this seems like a pyramid where we can be on top right now. Do you want to join the pyramid scheme? Do you want to buy Zoo? It actually turns out that this one is going pretty high. I think it 10x within like a day or so since it got released yesterday. And there are many people buying. There's way more green down here on the side than there's red. So I thought I'd look into it, right? I look into it closer. And 69 days ago, 69 to 68 days, most of the addresses when this one got created received like their couple millions of this token. They're going to be 2 trillion in circulation, so quite a lot. There's already $11 million traded in volume, and the diluted market cap is almost $1 billion. It isn't even out yet. Now it's 844 mil when I refreshed. The one thing I was worried about is the following. I just clicked on one of the addresses from earlier, and it seems like some people that bought this like 5 days ago, you know, 37 million here, 34 million there, they just bought that for pretty much nothing. Now they 10 to 12x'd, and now they just sell all of this. So I kind of wonder if this is also just a giant scam. Keep in mind, I never do this for any other project, but because it's Logen Paul and he has his ding-dong history, I don't know what those addresses do that receive like 100 million of the token and sell it one by one. To be fair, they also buy it back, so maybe they just swing trade this. Definitely possible. It just seems a little bit weird. On the CryptoZoo site itself, if you go up here, there's like a little symbol which opens this site. What is CryptoZoo? An autonomous ecosystem where zoo owners breed, collect, and trade exotic hybrid animals via NFTs. That's a penguin cat. What makes CryptoZoo different? That's the important question here. Crossbreeding of never-before-seen animal hybrids, NFTs that yield a token, and a gamified user experience will make CryptoZoo an instant viral phenomenon. This also sounds like scam. The team is well versed in both blockchain and the marketing space. Yet they didn't market this at all, besides Logan Paul mentioned that one single time in the recent episode of Impulsive. And they also haven't shown the team yet, which is also a bad sign, because if people work on that and they don't even use their own face for that, they don't even make it public, that's not good. They do have a write-up though on BSC Times. Logan Paul's CryptoZoo has gone parabolic. Love him or hate him, if you're lucky enough to be listening to Logan Paul's widely popular podcast, yesterday you were given a golden egg. Yeah, it's true. You 15x your money, 10x, 15x, it's quite a lot. In an unlinked team page on the website, you can see a well-rounded team behind this project. Please tell me there's an actual team behind it. Nope. Enter password, let's see. Logan Paul. Submit. Close. Yeah, so I can't find the team. They do have a Telegram group with like a couple thousand members yet. You can join that as well. I will leave the links to all of this down below. It just seems a bit fishy. They also got a Reddit, which is great, where they have one moderator. Good question so far. Then somebody posted a picture on how you can buy it, in case you never used, I guess, Trustwater before. It just gives us one last question. Just imagine this would be a pump and dump scheme, right? They make themselves 2 trillion tokens, which are going to be overvalued, and then within like 1 week after launch, this is worthless. Here's the thing. If they actually have a team behind it, which we just couldn't see, and it's an actual project that is actually good, because Logan Paul is invested into crypto and NFTs, I think he bought 1 or 2 CryptoPunks as well, then this might be actually a goldmine that we stumble upon very early. Or it's a giant pump and dump scheme, and this is just going to be worthless in like a day from now. The thing is, if it's released on September 1st and nobody else made a video yet, then I would assume, thinking, no financial advice, that if you buy it right now, up until the 1st of September, when it's going to be launched and there's more news coverage and other YouTube channels also talk about this, then it should technically pump until that point. Now, I don't want you to invest money and then lose it, so just to make it very clear, don't put in money into this. I'm just saying, from a logical point of view, if it has no coverage yet and it's by Logan Paul, who has millions of followers on every single social media, and I'm the first channel that covers this, and there are probably going to be others as well, the more information we get about this, then I would assume the chance is high that this increases in value. I mean, there's so much in circulation. You could put in like $1, maybe at 20x, then you get $20, can buy yourself like KFC, maybe like a box of chicken. That would be good. Again, no financial advice. I'm just thinking, because it's very early on. If it got listed yesterday on the 17th, so like 2 days and a half ago now, and it just starts going up there, then maybe this becomes like Axis when it was worth pretty much nothing. When like Kage Yan covered this in January for like 60 cents, and now it's at 72, and you 100x on that, or Luvium. I don't want to say that the game is going to be the same thing, but if it's an actual game behind that, where you can yield farm with the creations that you make and to get in early, should be good. Just be cautious, because if he already tweeted about Ding Dong like a month ago, which was pretty funny to be honest, but it turned out to be a scam, you never know what this one is going to be about. So let me know what you guys think. I thought this was kind of interesting. One of you guys linked me to this yesterday. I was asking what I think about that. Bigger channels like Altcoin Daily said, excited about this. 930k subs, seems legit. And lastly, there's one thing that I think might happen, but again, this is just speculation, no idea. Do you guys know the Nelk Boys? There are Kyle, Steve Will Do It, and a couple others, right? And Steve Will Do It is really into Bitcoin and Ethereum, I guess crypto in general. He bought himself a penthouse in Miami for $3 million in Bitcoin, and in every video, he promotes a site that his friends own called Wizard. Wizard is like a site that gives you a chance to win something by buying tickets, so it's like a giant lottery, called Wizard.com. It's like, the Steve Will Do It ultimate fan experience is ending soon. Don't miss it. Now, it's not available in my country, because I do live in Germany, but they're followed by Steve Will Do It and banks. And Face Banks, who made like $500,000 in CryptoPunks in the past couple days, he hung out with Steve Will Do It before, and he also promoted Wizard in an Instagram story 1 or 2 days ago. And if you look at Face Banks' recent tweets, where he mentioned how much he made on this one CryptoPunk sale, and you look at tweets and replies, you can see the following thing. Is it me or is this fire heart emoji on the come up? Logan and Face, they talk. So I'm thinking if Steve Will Do It from Nelk promotes Wizard and is into crypto, and Face Banks promotes Wizard and is into crypto, and Logan Paul is into crypto and might promote Wizard, you never know, then there could be a chance that all of those influencers are going to work together, pump this thing insane, maybe make a couple $100 million depending on how high this goes, and then dump it or have a legitimate project. Logan doesn't really post, ignore the fact that I follow Emily Willis, and he also doesn't make stories, so we will see where this one goes. Again, just speculation, but I feel like all of those guys and Ricegum and like the guys behind Save the Kids, which are also part of the Face Clan, as well as like Sam Pepper, they might just all work together in like one giant network because they used to hang out, they used to talk, they're close on social media. Maybe this is the beginning of a giant pump. Or it isn't, and this one is going to be worthless by tomorrow. I have no idea. I would say do your own research, but there's literally no research you can do. There's nothing besides like this one article. And the Twitter and Instagram, which doesn't really show much. So take a look at this lion kitten called Litten, which is also just a Pokemon. And everybody spamming rocket ships, and do your own research. I will leave the links to everything down below, their social media and all of that. Have a good rest of your day. Let me know what you think and take care.